Felicia Larson is not a fan of feeding her kids with food from a gas station.
It's very frustrating.
But ever since the Arma Market closed down, filling her kitchen with fresh fruit, vegetables, and other staples of a healthy diet has become a chore.
That usually requires loading all 3 children up, which I have 3 boys aging from 5 to 10, one who has special needs was autistic, which makes a trip all the way to Arma, which is a good 15 minutes, getting them in and then fighting just to get in the store, get what we need.
Felicia is one of an estimated 800,000 Kansans who live in food deserts, according to the Kansas Health Foundation. For rural areas, the USDA defines food deserts as places where a third of the population lives more than 10 miles from a grocery store. Fortunately, there are Kansans working on the problem, like the men and women at Kansas State's Rural Grocery Initiative. The initiative's director, Dr. David Proctor, understands Felicia's frustration, but also considers her one of the lucky ones because she can drive.
It is elderly, it is children, it is people that have limited resources are really the ones that are most affected by living in food deserts.
Some problems created by food deserts, such as a lack of proper nutrition and the health risks that come with it, are obvious. But Dr. Proctor says food deserts can take an even larger toll on a community.
If folks are owning property in small towns and a grocery store closes, there is an impact in terms of the value of all that property in that town. And then all of a sudden, you're not talking about saving a few cents to buy a gallon of milk or a loaf of bread, but you're talking about thousands of dollars that you have invested in your home.
The Arma Economic Development Committee is working to bring a food distribution center to town.
As a community, we owe it to our citizens to have those things available to them so they can live healthy and have a good quality of life.
The proposed food distribution center would provide groceries not only to Arma, but also surrounding communities. And those surrounding communities are key. When stores pool their money, they can buy more from suppliers, and that means saving more. Then, groceries can be divided among several small-town stores.
A community the size of Arma, 1,400 people in it, may find that difficult. But if we're able to have a distribution center that other communities would be able to come and pick up groceries, or instead of having a semi travel to each one of these smaller grocery stores, you might have smaller box trucks.
Arma Economic Development is gathering information on this cooperative. They're talking to neighboring communities, looking for partners, and waiting to learn if they'll be able to attract a new store owner.
Everybody's looking forward to it, waiting for that day.
In Arma, Mike Mahoney, Fox 14 News.